Sun Woman. Thank you so much for tuning in this month for your monthly Suncasts for the new moon cycle. We have a super new moon in the sign of Aries from April 7th. The cycle goes through to May 6th, and so we're going to be doing the individual sign readings for each of the 12 signs. Before that, just a couple quick announcements. I want to thank everyone who posted their questions on my Facebook page during the month of March. We were going through an eclipse season, which was a very interesting time of the year for all of us. So just to try and help out a little bit, I did do about 40 free mini readings, 2-card readings for those of you who subscribe to my channel and liked my Facebook page. And again, I'm so happy for the overwhelming response to that offer, and I was so happy and thrilled by the feedback that I received. I decided that I'm going to be offering the 2-card mini readings as a regular service. So if you have a burning question, or if you would like to just try out a reading with me, you can go to my website and you can order a Sun Insight 2-card mini reading. And the great thing about this is that if you do the mini reading and you love it and you decide that you want a full 60 to 90 minute reading with me, I will credit the cost of the mini reading to your full reading. So you'll pay a discounted price for that full reading. Again, thank you so much for everyone who posted your questions, and the mini readings, just so you know, will be delivered either by email or by messenger on Facebook, okay? So thank you again. Now, we are, as I said, in a super new moon cycle, and this new moon is in Aries. So, you know, as with all new moons, this is a period of new beginnings, but the great thing about the super moon, you know, it is closer to us, closer to the earth, and may very well be visible to everyone. It's going to have a greater influence on us and our life choices. The new moon in Aries is going to really push us to do something new and to see that we have outgrown our old way of being and thinking, okay? So things are not going to be the same as they were at the beginning of 2016. Now, we do have a Mars retrograde, which is from April 17th through to June 29th. That's in Scorpio. So that's going to be affecting Scorpio and the sign of Aries strongest. That is a time not to push forward with plans. It really is a time to take a look at what you've already done, strategize about what you've already done. You don't want to put new plans into action. Some things that you put into action may kind of lose their momentum. So you want to really go back over things that you've been thinking about, reworking your projects, rethinking connections or relationships, you know, to be sure that this is exactly what you want. It's a brilliant time for resting. It's an excellent time to recharge your batteries, and then you get ready to launch forward when Mars moves direct, and that will be in June, okay? We also have our friend Mercury going retrograde in the sign of Taurus. And I'm sure everyone is familiar with that. Not really a time to move forward with communications or really start a new job or start a new project. You know, if you have to, if you get a job during that time and, you know, you really need to take it, then you take it, of course. But know that whatever you put into motion during a Mercury retrograde, it may change when Mercury goes forward. So with Mercury retrograde and with Mars retrograde, you just want to rework things that you've already been planning or that you've already put into action between now, the new moon in Aries, and say the mid-month. You want to get your ducks in a row and move forward, and then as the planets are going backwards, kind of sit back and review everything that you've done before. Again, this has to do with relationships, business, any type of projects you're working on. The point of astrology is that it is a weather report for us. It's a weather report for human affairs. So if the forecast says it's going to be rainy one day, you want to take your umbrella and your rain boots, okay? You don't want to go out in a bikini unless it's really hot, you know, wherever you are, and then you might want to do that. If it's going to be sunny and beautiful, then you know you can put on your shorts and go and you know, have fun outdoors. So that's what astrology is about. It really is just a forecast, a weather forecast for us to gauge the best timing to put our plans in action. And it's great to work when the force is behind you, and Mother Nature, of course, is the force that influences us and all things on the earth. So thank you again for all of your support to my channel. Thank you for becoming, for liking my Facebook posts. I'm putting new things up pretty much every day, great articles. I will be listing some websites that are some of my favorite sites for astrology so that you can look more into Mars retrograde and Mercury retrograde. And you know, just my goal here is to give you as much information as possible to help you make the decisions that you need to make in your life in an enlightened fashion, and help you keep moving forward on your spiritual journey and on your life path. So thank you so much, and let's go ahead and get to the individual sign readings. Hello Capricorn, this new moon in Aries is going to be highlighting your 4th house, and your 4th house is the house of your home, your house, your physical house, also your family members, a parent. It could be the mother or father figure in your life, the people who live with you. So roommates can fall into this area. It also has to do with the base of our lives. So what is your foundation? What is your family foundation? You know, what did you inherit on a spiritual, emotional level from those who raised you or those you grew up in? What is at the base of your beliefs and your understanding about who you are and about family and the family legacy that was left to you? Or that has been passed on to you or is being passed on to you. Okay, so your physical home, as I said, can be related, is highlighted in this 4th house. So it's very possible that you may be making a move. You may be changing your zip code. You may be looking for a home, buying or selling a home, looking for an apartment. So these are projects that you can move forward with in the first 2 weeks of April, but after that Mercury is going to be going backwards at the end of the month, and Mars, as I said, on the 17th. So you know, a lot of progress will not necessarily be able to be made during that time. When Mercury moves forward at the end of May, you will be able to take baby steps as far as any plans that you're making, but you really want to try and get things moving now. Take the initiative and then sit back when the planets go back and see how things pan out, okay? So let's go ahead and do a reading here for you for this new moon in Aries and find out what the message is for Capricorn for this new moon in Aries cycle. What is the message here for Capricorn for the new moon in Aries, May 7th through April 7th through May 6th? What's the message here for Capricorn? What is the message for Capricorn for this new moon cycle period? Capricorn. All right, feeling this one. using a new deck for this reading. This is the Dreaming Way Tarot, and I'll also be using pulling a card from the Art of Life Tarot deck as an oracle card for you for the basis of the reading. But we have the Three of Pentacles in the recent past, the High Priestess covering, the Ace of Wands in the near future. We have the Hierophant as the advice card and crowning. We have the Seven of Wands in the area that rules external influences, other people in your life or the environment around you. We have the Six of Pentacles, which is in your hopes and fears area, and we have the Chariot in the outcome. And at the base of the deck here, at the base of the reading, I must say, I'm going to pull a card here. What is the message that Capricorn is receiving for this new moon cycle in Aries? What is the message for Capricorn? What is the message for Capricorn for this new moon cycle? Message for Capricorn for this new moon cycle. What is the message for Capricorn? All right, we have the Nine of Pentacles. Great card. All right, so what is the message on the Nine of Pentacles? Well, the Nine of Pentacles says, none of us will ever accomplish anything excellent or commanding except when he listens to this whisper which is heard by him alone. All right, so what is it that you are hearing in your own higher mind, in your own head, that is prompting you to perhaps make changes in your home or family environment? There is the possibility that you are about to be the recipient of some financial windfall, some gain, perhaps as a result of buying or selling property, or that funding is going to be coming through to you for some type of renovation. Perhaps if you've applied for funding or a loan, this Nine of Pentacles is representing that. So there's something that you want to do, something you want to accomplish, which is normal for Capricorn because you are ambitious at whatever you are involved in. You like to be accomplished and you like to accomplish your goals, and once you get on that path, there's really nothing that can stop you. So you're listening to your higher mind, listening to what it is that's being communicated to you to help you achieve your goals during this period. And again, very much the family area is highlighted. You may be receiving monies from a family member, or some type of, financial gift or support or legacy or inheritance from a family member, and trying to decide, now what do I do with this lump sum of money that's kind of come out of the blue for me? What do I invest in? So you'll be contemplating that, I feel, during this new moon. What's the message of the cards? Well, we have the Three of Pentacles reversed in the recent past. So I feel like there is something that you were involved with that you may have lost your impetus for, or you may have lost your motivation. You made progress, you may have received some type of financial gain, seen some type of return for your efforts, but now you're wondering, okay, what do I do now? What do I need to do to make this thing grow? Do I need to improve my skills? Do I need to go back to school? Do I need some type of training? What is it that is affecting your home and family life that may have you, in kind of a state of disinterest because you're not sure now if you are fully committed to that thing any longer. You may need to go back, as I said, go back to school, learn new skills, learn a new trade, or improve and master the skills that you already have. That may be an important thing for you during this time. We have the High Priestess covering. So the High Priestess says, listen to your intuition. I love this beautiful card. It says, listen to your intuition. There are messages that are being communicated to you through your insight, through your intuition. You know, listen to what your gut tells you, is what the High Priestess says. There also could be the influence of someone around you, someone very intuitive, someone who is a guide for you. This can represent a woman in your life who is can be very mysterious, can be very alluring, very attractive. And this particular woman, besides her physical qualities of beauty, she has a beautiful heart and a beautiful soul. And she can really advise you. Her intuitions usually are right on point. So if there is someone around you who has information, advice for you, definitely seek them out and consider what they may be telling you, because they may have some vital information that will help you make progress in your situation. And in the near future, well, here's the Ace of Wands. So you're going to be doing something right that's going to yield some successful outcome, or at least the very beginnings of something. The Ace of Wands is the initial impulse. It is new beginnings. It is fresh beginnings. It is something, a passionate change or a passionate beginning. You know, there is the promise or the potential for newness. If you're looking for a new home, as I said, you may find just the one that you have been looking for. If you're looking for a new beginning, or trying to get some project off the ground, it looks like you're going to be quite successful with getting that. And not only are the aces new beginnings, but they're also fertile new beginnings. Look how the leaves are already growing out of that staff, out of that wand, okay? So keep your eye open for opportunities that may come through to you. These may be opportunities that come through your work situation that allow you to make some type of change in your immediate environment. You may receive a phone call, a message, email, text message from someone who has news for you that is going to help you start fresh, or you know, or create a new beginning for you. Great card. Crowning is the Hierophant, and the Hierophant is reversed here in the advice area. So it says that you may be holding on to outdated or outmoded thoughts and ways of seeing things. Things perhaps that were taught to you by your family, things that were taught to you by, you know, the family unit, your parents. But there is a need for you to find your own corner of the sky, and that's what the Hierophant is saying. You know, you need to analyze the values and principles and lessons that you learned when you were a child, or when you were still, you know, in your formative years. Hold on to what resonates to you, and what doesn't resonate to you, let go of, because you are in the process of creating new values and new ideals and a new philosophy of life. And it may be very different from what your parents believed in, or from what their parents believed in, or the way that you grew up, or the religion that you grew up, or you know, influenced by, or some type of institutional situation. It could be education. Maybe the things that you learned you are questioning them, and you are going to be developing your own mind about your life and your own new value system that's going to work better for you. But you can't be afraid to allow, as I said, outdated ways of thinking. Let those things go so that you can create a new mindset. Now, in the area that rules other people in your life, you have the Seven of Wands reversed. So there may be someone who's been a little bit of a troublemaker, who maybe has caused some dissension, who you maybe have felt that you need to stand your ground with. Is there someone in your home, a roommate or a family member, that you've been kind of jockeying back and forth for power? Is there some power struggle going on in your immediate situation, in your home? That person is very insecure. okay? And that's the reason that they're fighting so hard. But I feel that they are not as committed to their beliefs as they want to make you think. Okay, and that they're really not as strong as they give the impression. They may be putting up a brave, a brave face, but there is a great sense of doubt in them about perhaps their life, about what their journey is going forward. But at the same time, you can have sympathy for someone and you can empathize with them, but you don't want to allow their drama or their combativeness or their need constantly for a back and forth to throw you off of your game and to throw you out of your peace, okay? So don't go toe-to-toe with this person. Don't fight. Don't get into a conflict, because it's only going to be a cause of major stress for you in the outcome, and you don't need that right now. You have blessings and gifts and new beginnings. You need to be open to listen to the promptings of your higher mind, and you don't need that either aggressive or dissenting energy around you, okay? Find a way to block that out, Capricorn. So in the area that rules your hopes and fears, you have the Six of Pentacles, and the Six of Pentacles can refer to money, support, funding that you're hoping to receive. Perhaps you are hoping for some type of grant or loan or financial support from a relative or a housemate, a roommate. Perhaps you are waiting for monies, rent monies, or mortgage money from someone that you live with. So you are hoping that the person on this card who represents someone in your life is going to come through with what their responsibility is. And I feel that in the outcome, you're going to have everything under control, Capricorn, because the Chariot is here. And the Chariot not only shows two horses and a rider, but the rider is steering those horses. So the rider has been able to balance, any negative and positive and keep things on an even keel. Now, the Chariot also can represent movement and travel. So there's a very big possibility that if you are moving from where you are living, you may be traveling somewhere else. You may be moving from where you are to a different state or even a different country. Okay, you may now have the funding that you needed to make this trip or make the big move. All right, so there definitely is movement by the end of this new moon cycle, which is at the new moon cycle in May, which is around May 6th. So you can expect to see things moving forward. And this is excellent, because if you can make progress before the planets Mars and Mercury move backward, then you'll be able to kind of sit back and just watch things happen, or watch the investments that you have made kind of unfold before you, and not plan aggressive action, but just wait and see how things, how the energy surges forward when the planets resume their natural forward course, okay? So great card here as the outcome. Chariot is one of the most wonderful cards in the deck because it really indicates victory, success, especially success after difficulties, because you have taken the bull by the horns. You are guiding your life's star. You are at the wheel, okay? So you are driving and taking yourself exactly where you want to go, Capricorn, by keeping things balanced and keeping control. This is very much a control of your environment card. So great for you, and I hope that this is definitely a outcome for you for this new moon, the latter part of this new moon period. So thank you so much. This is your reading for this month, Capricorn. I do hope that it resonated for you. Thank you so much for liking, sharing, and subscribing to my channel. Thank you for connecting with me on Facebook. I would love to be able to do a private reading for you, whether that is a mini reading or a full-length reading. If you'd like some additional inspiration, please subscribe to my WordPress blog and wordpress.com. And I do appreciate all the support from my viewers. I send you blessings of love and peace and prosperity. And as always, I bid you namaste.